Hulk Hunter event for next month is now live, and there is a lot of chaos. And the difference between this event and other events would be that instead of awarding character shards, it is actually awarding orbs. And join with me today on Discord is Bendable Straws. What's up, Bendable Straws?
Hey, how's it going?
Now, for some reason, Bendable Straws has the Gamma Goliath orb in his account, and we're going to go over that here in just a minute. And I'm sure by the time you're watching this video, probably everybody will have access to it. Like, it's just a matter of time before everybody can see these orbs, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so before we get into the orb contents, what I want to show here is that the Hulk Hunter event is live right now, and then at the time of recording this video, the first part of it, which is going to be the Stark R&D, where you can blitz and you get extra points for Bionic Avengers, will be starting. And it looks like for me, that's at the old server reset, where the actually month-long event started at the new server reset, which is 3 hours earlier. And then there's also a monthly event. So this is going to be the Blitz and Gold event, and you get the bonus points for Bionic Avenger. Now, there's a couple different ways. Since this is so different right here in Hulk Hunter, there's basically 27 orbs in this entire milestone right here. And then there is also a daily milestone, which is on the web store, which is if you do one blitz, then you get 0.25 fragments. So that means like every 8 days, you'll get an additional orb, right?
Considering you claim every web milestone, and if they don't mess up by not showing them on a certain day.
Yeah. So we're going to make some broad assumptions here and talk about why this is kind of bad. First of all, do you believe that everybody or some people are going to be like free to play without spending money? Like, it's realistic to even get to milestone 40? That hasn't been a guaranteed thing in the past, right? I mean, it's always like, how have you done the last couple of events?
About milestone 38, 39. I usually get lost on maybe one item, per se, but that's just because I don't want to push for a certain item. But if you're doing full participation, you should be reaching 39.
Yeah, and I think just for the sake of this video, which is being generous, we're going to say that people get the whole 27, they get to milestone 30. You see where I'm going with this, right? Yeah,
absolutely.
We're just going to be super duper duper generous and say that oh yay, free to play, you can get to, but that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, but even if people get max rewards, there's a possibility that you still won't be able to unlock Abomination. This is crazy, right? This is
insane.
This is insane. So, the number that we're working off of is 30 orbs. So I'm going to switch over to your screen right here because you have the Gamma Goliath orb. All right, and so go ahead and open that up, and math was done on this orb right here, and the math I believe suggests that you should average 5.77, right? That's but that's just averages, right? But that's not necessarily what you actually get. And then that would give you enough, because you need 100 shards to unlock Abomination. But it's split up into, they made this especially confusing, don't you agree? They basically,
absolutely.
So they've got 3 different tiers, and we're going to go through all 3 tiers, but we're going to start off, why don't we just bang out the first 2 tiers real quick? So there's a 1.52% chance that you get like 100, you have a 1.52% chance to have a 3.7% chance to get 100, which is like a nothing 3% chance or something ridiculous, right? I mean, it drives the odds way down that it's like suddenly becomes like a 1 in thousands of a chance that you're going to actually get 100. I mean, it's like worse than that. And then there's also a chance of, in this 1.5% bucket, that you get 40 and or 25. Now go into the 13% one. 13% of the time, you have a 20% chance of getting 20, a 40% chance of getting 10, and a 40% chance of 15. Now, the bulk of the shards opening are going to come out of the 85% bucket, right?
Absolutely, yeah. The odds there it's just going to happen way too often.
Yeah. So most of the time you're going to be in this bucket, and we're going to round up and just say that a third of the time you get 3, another almost 30% of the time you get 4, another 30% of the time you get 5. But here's the problem. There is a chance right here that you could only get 2. And if there's a chance that you could only get 2 or 3, I mean, it's very small, but right. But like, if you look at this, like, even if you pulled, what if you pulled 3 every time?
Oh,
What if you pulled 3 every time?
then you would still get 90 if
Then
you were talking 30.
you still, so now it's, I mean, I don't want to like say that it's like, but here, like, if there are, first of all, we're making a big assumption that people are actually going to get to milestone 40 and actually get 30 orbs to open, whereas maybe they only get to milestone 39 and they only have 26 to open. Maybe they only get to milestone 38. You know, we don't really know if there's more orbs in this event or not. We haven't, but right now it looks like there's a small chance that if unless they give us more orbs somewhere else, that's possible, right? There could be calendars, there could be other ways. What do you think about that idea?
That would be an excellent idea. I mean, but knowing Scopely, they're just going to keep it a bit scarce, or they're going to put it behind some offers because they're orbs. They're not necessarily character stars, they're orbs, so they can sell you a scarcity.
Right. So let's just go down this real quick. Problem number 1. This event is needlessly complicated, right? It's done intentionally to make it confusing, right?
Yeah.
And given the information that we have today, there's also the possibility of not even being able to unlock them, even if you max out this event, because we don't have all the details and how this is all going to play out right now. So should we be hysterical? What do you think? I don't know.
Just be hopeful. Just be err on the side of caution that you may not unlock him, but be in good faith that you do.
Yeah. So we have to see. And I just want to say, I think these monthly events, I've polled people, and they're most people are not really a fan of them. For me, the way that I try to look at them, the way that I can make them feel as good as possible without like being annoyed by them, is that, hey, I'm just going to play the game the way that I normally play the game, and hope that and the stuff that I do get by playing the game the way they normally is going to be bonus stuff. Would you agree that just makes it feel a little bit better?
Absolutely. You definitely get more enjoyment out of playing Marvel Strike Force if you're comfortable with getting a character a second time around instead of stressing about it the first time around and just playing the game normally and enjoy the game. You don't want to get too stressed up and worrying about what offer is which, and it'll become a witch hunt for shards, and it's not the way that a game should be designed.
Yeah. Now, walk us through the other 2 pillars on this real quick, and then we'll wrap up the video just because we don't have access to it. All right.
So in the left pillar, we're going to have other rewards. We'll have a 5% drop for an Elite 4.
Oof, that actually sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And here in the other reward, the 25%, we'll be receiving Armory 17 orb fragments for percentages.
Cool. I like that. So we got Armory 17s, 16s, 14s, and 15s there. Okay. So it looks like, what is that? A quarter of the time you'll be getting some sort of Armory orb?
Armory 14 seems to be on the low side. It seems that they have 3, or 1 of each. Okay, so there's 1 for 3,000 for the 15s and 1 for 2,000 for the 15s and 14s.
All right. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And they have the same thing with the half here, but I don't know why they went scarce with the with the 17s and only 300 here.
Well, you know why they did that, because they're holding on to the 17s as long as possible. All right, let's go to the next part.
Okay, now we have other reward.
70%. All right, looks like we're going to get mega orbs, training orbs, but only half. All right, so only half of 1,000 fragments, right? So only half of a mega orb, half of a training orb, half of a gold orb, half of a premium orb. Okay, what's on the other pillar?
The other pillar will contain catalysts for no drop rates. The drop rates are included in here, but it guarantees 1. I believe they forgot to add the values here on the individual tags themselves.
Okay. See, that's the easy way of doing it. Like, I wish they could have just did the Abomination shards just like that. All on one
Absolutely.
tag. I mean, this is the correct way of doing it, is just to say, here's the drop rates. Here you go. Not these 3 separate buckets. Nah, they don't need to do it that way. I mean, I think they're tiptoeing around some sort of like, you know, regulation that's put out by iTunes or something like that by saying, well, we did disclose it. There's buckets on buckets on buckets. You know what I mean? And if you think about it, there's 3 columns in an ORD, so it's even split up there too, if you think about it like that. All right. All right. Well, be sure to come check out Bendable Straws. I'll put a link to his Twitch stream in the description, and let me know what you think about this event. As we get more information, I will keep you posted. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.
If I should stay or be alone. If I should stay or be alone. If I should stay or be alone. I don't